Good evening to all of you. So today we are going to discuss about the problems on ABCD parameters. So for the network shown in below figure A, find ABCD parameters. So given network is pi network. So what we need to do? You need to be convert this network into the what we say that star T network by using the delta to star transformation technique. Delta to star transformation technique. So let us say this is R1, let us say this is R2, let us say this is R3. Now I need to find out what is R1. So R1 is equal to, so now adjacent product of the adjacent of the two branches divided by summation of all the three branches. So 8 into 1 divided by 1 plus 8 plus 2. So 8 into 1 is 8 divided by 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 1 will be 11. So 8 by 11 will be 0.7272 ohms. Next we are having the R2. So again we are having the product of the adjacent of the two branches. So 8 multiply with 2 divided by 1 plus 8 plus 2. So 8 2s are 16 divided by 11. So if you do the simplification, you are going to get 1.4545 ohms. Next we are having the R3. So R3 is again 1 multiply with 2 divided by 1 plus 8 plus 2. So 2 divided by 11. So 2 divided by 11, you are going to get 0.1818 ohms. 1818 ohms. Now what we need to do? So you need to replace this delta network in terms of the star network. So how you are going to get the figure? So we are having the left hand side 4 ohm. You are having the left hand side 4 ohm. Then you are having the branch R1. Again I will write here. I will draw here. So we are having the 4 ohm resistance. Again you are having the star connected resistances, that is R1, R2, R3. Again we are having the right hand side 6 ohms. So R1 is 0.7272 ohms, R2 is 1.4545 ohms. Again what about R3? 0.1818 ohm. 0.1818 ohm. Okay. Now these two resistors are in series and these two resistors are in series. So 4, you are going to get this value 4.7272 ohms. Then we are having the 0.181818 ohms. Then we are having the 7.4545 ohms. So this is not your T network. So now forget about this network. Now use this network to find out what is the ABCD parameters. What is the ABCD parameters? Now what we are going to do? So just we will erase this. And we will draw this circuit. So we are having 4.7272 ohms. Then we are having 0.1818 ohms, 1818 ohms, and then we are having the 7.4545 ohms, 4545 ohms. Now this is your T network. So what is the ABCD parameters? So we need to solve the problems on ABCD parameters now. So for ABCD parameters, V1, I1 will be the dependent, V2, I2 will be the independents. Okay. Now V1 is nothing but A into V2 minus B into I2. I1 is nothing but C into V2 minus D into I2. So let's start with the case 1. So what we are going to do? Let I2 is equal to 0. If you make I2 is equal to 0, now you are going to get the A parameters and C parameters. So V1 is equal to A into V2. From here you can able to calculate what is the value of the A, that is V1 divided by V2. Now I1 is equal to C times of V2. Here you can able to calculate I1 divided by V2. C is equal to I1 divided by V2. Now what we are going to do? So we are going to draw the circuit here. So let's draw the circuit. let's draw the circuit here. So the circuit is 4.7272 ohms, 4.7272 ohms. Then you are having the 0.1818 ohms, 7.4545, 7.4545 ohms. So give the what to say that variables V1, I1. Now you are having the plus minus V2. Now here I2 is equal to 0. Here I2 is equal to 0. So when I2 is equal to 0, there is no current flowing in the second loop. So the current is flowing only in the first loop. So the first loop only the current is entering. Current is flowing. So applying the KVL to the first loop. So if you apply the KVL to the first loop, so 4.7272 I1 plus 0.1818 I1 is equal to V1. So if you simplify this, you are going to get the value 4.909 I1 is equal to V1. If you do the simplification, take the calculator. If you do the simplification, you are going to get this value 4.909 I1. Okay. Also we need to be calculate V2. So what is the voltage across the V2? See, we are having the resistance is 0.1818, 0.1818. Which current is flowing here? I1 current is flowing. So multiply with I1. Now you can able to calculate what is the value of A. So A is equal to what? A is equal to V1 divided by V2. So V1 is what? 4.909 I1. V2 is 0.1818 I1. This and this will get cancelled. The value of A you are going to get 27. At the same time, you can able to calculate the next parameter will be C. So C is equal to I1 divided by V2. What I1 divided by what is the value of V2? 0.1818 I1. This and this will get cancelled. So C is equal to, probably you are going to get the value 5.50. So this is how you need to calculate the values of A and C. Next case, what you need to do in the next case, you are supposed to make V2 will be 0. So case 1, I2 is equal to 0. Next case, you need to make V2 is equal to 0. So when you are making the V2 is equal to 0, so you are going to get V1 is equal to minus B times of I2. Next, I1 is equal to minus B times of I2. So from here you can able to calculate B is equal to minus V1 divided by I1. From here you can able to calculate B is equal to minus I1 divided by I2. Now what we are going to do? Draw this circuit diagram. So we are having the circuit diagram is like this. This value will be 4.7272 ohms, and this value will be 0.1818 ohms, and this value will be 7.4545 ohms. Now we are having the variables plus minus V1. Next value will be I1. Okay. Now here what you are going to do? V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 0. Provided your V2 is equal to 0. Case 2. So in case 2, let V2 is equal to 0. That means V2 is equal to 0 means what? You need to be short circuited. V2 is equal to 0 means you need to be short circuited. Now you see here. Once you have done the short circuited, that is output voltage, when you have done the short circuit voltage, this resistance and this resistance both are in parallel. Okay, this resistance and this resistance both are in parallel. So now what we are going to do, let us say assume this is a figure C. Okay, so these two resistance are parallel now, so you can able to make one equivalent resistance. So when you have done the equivalent resistance, so this value, probably you are going to get the 0.0 0.1774 ohm, which has been connected in series with the 4.7272 ohms. So here the value of the current I1 plus and minus, this is V1. This is V1. Now apply the KVL. Apply the KVL to this loop. So when you are applying the KVL to this loop, so you are going to get 4.7272 I1 plus 0.1774 I1 is equal to V1. Is equal to V1. If you do the simplification for this, you are going to get 4.9046 I1 is equal to V1. So you are going to get this value. Now you need to calculate I2. Question mark. I2 ni manam ela calculate cheyali. I2 ni manam ela calculate cheyali. So to find I2, so use the current division rule. Use the current division question mark. So I2 is equal to minus I1, because current is flowing towards this node, minus I1. This current opposite resistance will be 0.1818 whole divided by 0.1818 plus summation of these two resistance, that is 7.4545. So therefore I2 is equal to minus I1. I2 is equal to minus I1 into, if you do the simplification, 0.0238. If you do the simplification, you are going to get this value. Now what we are going to do, you can easily find out what is B. So B is equal to minus V1 divided by I2. What is the value of V1? You have got minus 4.9046 into I1 whole divided by I2 is minus I1 into 0.0238. So minus I1 and I1, minus and minus will be gets cancelled. B is equal to, probably you are going to get 206.07. At the same time, you need to calculate the value of D. You need to calculate the value of what? D. So how to calculate the value of D? D is equal to minus I1 divided by I2. Minus I1 divided by I2. So minus I1 divided by, the value of I2 will be minus I1 into 0.0238. This and this minus and minus will be get cancelled. So the value of D will be 42.016. Therefore, the ABCD parameters are ABCD parameters are, what are the ABCD parameters? So A, B, C, D, which is equal to, so the value of A you have got the value of A you have got 27. The value of A you have got 27. The value of C you have got 5.50, and then you have got the D value 42.016. At the same time, you have got the value of B is 206.17. So this is what the answer for this question. I hope you understood the question. I mean the procedure how to solve the problems on ABCD parameters. Thank you for watching this video.